Hello and welcome to Cooking the Books with Heather. Today we're working from Rodney Scott's World of Barbecue, and today we're going to be making Rodney's reluctant collard greens because apparently he really doesn't like collard greens, but he was told he had to have them on the menu and people love them. So we like collard greens and we're going to make them. I already have some unsalted butter melted over medium heat in a large Dutch oven. And to this, I'm going to add some yellow onion diced and some garlic minced. All right, so we're going to cook this for 5 to 10 minutes, just until the onions are sort of translucent. Just get those going first. This is a lot different than some of the other collard recipes that I have made. I know the ones from Deep Run Roots, I will link that up there. You start by boiling the pork and the aromatics in water, and then you just add the collards to that. This is more like I make them myself when I'm not following a recipe. I usually, saute some onions and then add the collards and then add water. So that's what we're going to do today because that's what his recipe says to do. Some of my garlic is starting to brown, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding my collards. These will not all fit in at once, but I have washed them and cut the largest stems off and then rolled them up and cut them into 1 inch approximately thick ribbons. And we're just going to keep adding these and let them wilt down a little bit and add and wilt and add and wilt. I think I have a little bit less than his recipe calls for, but other than that, I'm just leaving everything pretty much the same. But this large amount of collards will cook down a lot. I'm using cabbage collards today because I grew them in my garden over the winter. Honestly, I planted them and left them alone, and this is what we got from it. So I completely forgot to do anything. You can sort of cut the leaves off and let it do more. I didn't do any of that. I didn't fertilize them. I did nothing. So we're getting what the plants decided to give us. And this was basically all of it. So I didn't plant that much, but yeah, we had some ice and some snow this year, which is not entirely common for us, but I do think this is going to be plenty of collards. Now that is the last bit of the collards going in. And now I'm going to add some water. I'm going to measure it. And the last thing I need to add is he calls for a smoked ham hock. I could not find the usual smoked ham hocks at my grocery store, but I did find this country ham split hock. And country ham can be smoked. I don't know whether this is or not, but I don't particularly care. This is all they had at my store, and I'm just going to use one because I think that'll be plenty for this. So pretty large. I think it'll be plenty for this pot of greens. So now I'm going to turn the heat up, and we're going to bring this to a boil. We're going to put a cover on it, and we're going to keep it cooking pretty high for about an hour and a half. stirring occasionally until the greens are tender. I'm sure you can cook it as long as you prefer, but you definitely want some time for the flavor of the ham hock to sort of infuse into the pot liquor and the greens themselves. But that's all we're going to be doing, so it's going to be really boring here. So we'll see you back when we decide they're done in about an hour and a half. All right. My collards have been cooking for an hour and a half, plus a little bit, because the recipe doesn't tell you to do this, but in the pictures, it definitely has the pork in it and not like the big chunk of the pork hock, the smoked pork hock. So I pulled that out, took all the meat off of it, and chopped it up, pulled it apart, whatever I could do. It was not super soft, super tender, but I was able to pull the meat off pretty easily and chop it up at least. So I'm going to add that back in here and a little bits of collards that came with it. So there we go. And there are a few other ingredients. So we're adding some sugar. I don't generally add sugar to my collards, but we measured it, we're adding it, we'll see what we think. And then I'm going to put in a little bit less salt to start with than he calls for, just because I used a country ham hock, which may be saltier than a standard ham hock. So I'm going to start with a little over half of what he says. And the other ingredients, so usually in collards, there's some amount of red pepper flakes, there's some amount of vinegar either in it or when you serve it. For this recipe, he adds Rodney's sauce to his collards. I've got, I think this is the Sam Jones version. It's an Eastern North Carolina vinegar based with red pepper flakes sauce. That's what I have on hand, and so that's what I'm going to use. We have made the Rodney's sauce before, so, you know, use what you have. So I'm going to stir that up. I definitely tested my collards and they were done enough for me, and I like them pretty soft. So now we're gonna test it, taste it to see if there's enough salt. But other than that, this is done. I'm not going to add any more salt. I think it is salty enough and it is not too salty. So I'm glad that I pulled back a little bit on the amount of salt that the recipe calls for, given the extra salty ham that I used. But that's it. That's our collard greens for today. We will be back in just a second and we will show you what they look like and let you know what we think. On this episode of Cooking the Books with Heather, you watched me make Rodney's reluctant collard greens from Rodney Scott's World of Barbecue. And he calls them this because he does not like collard greens. He does like other greens, but he says he feels like collards are bitter and he just cannot get over that. But he likes mustard greens and turnip greens and other greens. And I personally feel like many of those are too bitter for me. So collards have never been a problem for me, but mustard greens and turnip greens are not something that I have in my house that often. But I used cabbage collards because that's what I grew and that's what I had available to me. And they tend to cook a little bit faster and get maybe a little bit softer than the other collard greens, just a little bit faster. So mine cooked definitely in the time that he said to cook them. My pork was not quite as shreddy cooked as his, but it was fine. Flavor was good. I did back off on the salt a little bit, so you may want to do that depending on the salt level of the pork you use. Just so you don't over salt it, because they need salt, but maybe not that much. All in all, it was great. It was simple. It was not too spicy. I couldn't really tell that there was sugar in there. I assume that's to kind of cut the bitterness since he doesn't like it. And they were well cooked. So it was tasty. It was good. It was a great basic collard recipe. And I make them similarly pretty often. So if you make collards like this, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you've enjoyed watching me make this, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and come back and watch me make something else next week.